Hello, our beautiful souls. You got Joanna and Elizabeth here with World's Cup of Joe. Awaken your soul. If you found this channel, welcome, my loves. You got both divine feminines in permanent relating experiences with our twin flames. We're permanently balancing this connection daily, and we help other beautiful souls do the same. The cool thing about this connection is it's all energy. And even though the mind is truly like having a hard time balancing this and it's really painful, we both have been there and we both are in it with all of you. Like when we say we're all in this and together, we're all in this together, my loves. And so many beautiful souls thank us like, oh my gosh, thank you. Because of you, I'm now balancing my connection. Oh my gosh, thank you. Because of you, I'm now in a permanent relating experience with my twin flame. Because of you, my twin flame is coming in. Because of you, my twin flame can't stay away from me. Because of you, I get this connection. Because of you, I'm no longer in pain. Because of you, I'm in this place of peace. This is the reason why we do what we do every single freaking day, my loves. We do this every day because we want so many beautiful souls that have gone through the pain, anguish, and cray things in this journey that we all went through, me and Elizabeth went through. We want them to be able to shift through it and fly in their journey. This connection leads you to your most amazing, best life. So if you found this channel, your soul knew you were ready for these truths. Your soul knew that you were ready to start balancing your connection so that you can be in this union energy, so that you can be in a permanent relating experience with your twin flame if you so choose. So welcome, all you beautiful souls. And somebody asked a question and I want to read it because I want all of you to shift through it because I know a lot of people might experience this. And I want us to use this as an opportunity to shift so you can get deeper in your journeys. So the topic was, I gave him a bit of a deadline and it came from mind. Well, he didn't like that at all. I need to remind myself that anything from mind doesn't help. So it's just soul, present moment only. And then there's a heart sign. So I saw this and it really, I felt that clingy, controlling energy of mind that has a deadline for our people, right? And so we sometimes have clients that tell us, I was doing really well. I was balancing really well. And this happens a lot from third party situations with PFs where their person might be married, right? So for example, they are balancing their person, the person comes in and they feel in the oneness. Their person knows they're supposed to be with them. Like you're already married from your God's creation before you both even met each other, before they even met their spouse, or, if you're married before you met your spouse. And so a lot of times it's even beyond your control. And so they feel in the oneness and they too can reciprocate and they come back in. And Elizabeth actually has a friend who was already revealed with this twin flame connection way before she even met her twin flame, right, love?
Yeah.
And the way that most twin flames recognize this connection is trying to logically, through that soulmate template, process this connection. And so the way they do it is, okay, they bring in their person and then they go back to mine again. They go back to mine again and they see the template of soulmate and it's like, okay, well, now you're going to have to do X, Y, and Z to prove your love to me. And right. Why doesn't that work?
It's sort of like they want to manipulate. They want to manipulate the outcome. That's what we sort of do
Yeah.
in relationships is we use things to manipulate what we want to get the outcome that we want. And it's not malicious, but we know how to manipulate emotions with people through conditional love to try to get what we want. And this throws all of that out the window.
Yeah. It's trying to control the soul connection through mind that has no control over the connection. Mind isn't soul. Mind is the opposite of soul. So if you are approaching your connection through mind, through logic, through control, you're pushing it away. For you to be with me, you're going to have to do X, Y, and Z. That is literally a soulmate template. That is what we've been experiencing from our friends, our family, our parents, our whole life, is that conditional love. When this connection is unconditional love, I love you simply because you are. You are free, and I love you for being who you are. There is nothing you need to do for me to prove to me that we are one. And the crazy part is when their person is actually agreeing to be with them, they were feeling in the oneness that you both are. And then you're approaching it through mind, which now they can't see you anymore. And so, like ultimatums, manipulation, trying to control the situation is the exact opposite.
Right. So how many times do you want to either maybe use sex, use gifts, use those typical things that you could have won over your soulmate with, and you want to try to apply that to your person,
it won't work.
It just does not work.
There's no amount of push, of manipulation through sex, desire, anything that can talk your person into staying with you. That's why there's so many people that say, well, I just need to show them that we're twin flames. I need to tell them we're twin flames so that they can stay with me. That they will run even faster because they will never understand that soul connection, because it's through words. You're trying to give them mind to understand this soul connection. And so when we create deadlines and we want to try to control it through mind, it doesn't help the connection, because the connection is soul. We have this video that we just made recently about the energy of soul and how it feels to be in a permanent relating experience. I mean, Elizabeth, we're just talking about how we're breathing into the space of our person and we're in the oneness, right? It's a different energy. It's a different energy. It's a very free flow state of freedom. There's no wants, there's no needs. There is absolutely nothing needed but the now. And it's just being in the now for the experience of the now. And I almost feel like my person isn't separate from me no matter where I am. And I'm even more one in every experience that I'm having, that they're just there with me too. They don't leave our side, because we're always embodying that one soul that we are. It's like, of course, this is why me and Elizabeth are always saying, of course, to all of you guys that are manifesting and getting the energy. It's simply energy. If you can understand this connection for energy for what it is, you can manipulate the energy to work for you instead of manipulating the energy through mind where it doesn't work for you. And it's an inner ability to work through the energy versus control the energy. And so with your friend, Love, the one that was a twin flame beforehand, you even said so yourself. She could have a person now.
Hold on. So I want to share with everybody a little bit, a tidbit of, because this was even before I was awakened. Like you said, this was before I even had met my person, but I saw it and I felt it. And what was so crazy, like, I know that I'm a light worker for this journey. And this sort of proves that I was called, I was chosen to help people, because my friend at the time, who was going through her dark night, she was going through all this kind of craziness with her separation. She came to me and she was just like, she tells me after the fact, like, you're the only person at that time who understood me. And yet you didn't even know what a twin flame was, but you were the only person who never judged me. And it's like, there was something crazy when she would share the stuff that was going on. I felt like I was almost enmeshed in their connection. I don't know what that was, but all I know is I felt the energy of both of them. And I'd never met her person before. I'd never met him in the physical, but she would read me these letters back and forth from each of them. And I felt very energetically connected to each of them. So much so that I a dream, and the dream that I had with him, he ended up contacting her like the next day. That's how enmeshed I was in their energy. And so this was what was so crazy was she wanted to write these letters to him, these emails to him. She hadn't talked to him in a while, and she wanted to reach out to him. And I would read those emails, and I didn't know at the time how to verbalize it, but basically she was in mind. She was trying to play those manipulative games. Like, she didn't want him to have the upper hand. She didn't want to be hurt. So instead she was like trying to write these letters almost in a way that was manipulative. And I was like, he doesn't want that. I kept telling her that's not what he wants. He wants you being authentic and real. Like, he wants
you in soul.
Yes.
Without you knowing. That's what you're saying. Before you
Yes.
even knew, that's what you would be
Yes.
saying. He wants
so
you in
crazy,
soul.
So what's crazy is I would edit these letters, these emails she wanted to write to him. And I went through and I felt into how she really felt about him. And I changed the letters to that. Like, I really felt into her energy, and he responded. And as soon as he responded,
it's so
she
crazy.
to mind. It's crazy.
It's so crazy. The way you just showed her is what we help our clients every day. Why are we helping our clients every day? Well, we're helping them neutralize their energy so they can balance their connection. And there's nowhere you can find that. There's no balancing channel other than Cup of Joe out there that is like us. There's none. It's literally all the other experiences I've had, because you guys, I didn't like plan this. I didn't plan for me to manifest Elizabeth, both of us twin flames, me helping her in her journey, us naturally balancing this connection daily every day. I didn't plan for this, but what I did know is I couldn't find any other places to help me balance this connection. This connection I know is energetic, and I can either push my person away or I can keep drawing them in. And so the very thing you were helping your friend who was a twin flame, you knew authentically that she had to stay in soul. How did you know that? It was like you just felt it.
It did. I felt their energy. I knew instinctually. I felt, this is what's so crazy. I felt how different this connection was because I had been friends with her for years. We were best friends. She had never been serious about a guy in the entire duration of our friendship. And suddenly this guy made her completely change her life upside down in a way that she and I stopped talking for a year and a half while they were together. Later on, now come to realize, of course, because you're so enraptured in your person, you actually shut out like every single other thing in your life. So that's sort of what she did. So that's why I'd never met her person by the time they went through separation. But then I start reading these letters back and forth, and I felt this. This so goes beyond chemistry, right? It is literally, I felt they were two halves of the same soul. I just didn't know how to verbalize it, and I didn't know what it was. But I was like, I'll do anything and everything I can to help you because I can feel what you two mean to each other. Like, I felt it.
What's really cute, love, is I remember you telling me how you manifested your twin flame. It was like, because you were still married at this time with your soulmate, and it was nowhere near the love that you have now. And it was like, you were almost like, wow, what kind of love is this soul love?
I was reading their emails back and forth to each other, right? And I was like, holy crap, what would it be like to be so in love with someone? Like, she would tell me that their intimacy was like out of this world. It was mind blowing when they were together. It was like he was her. She was telling me all the, typical descriptions that we would now place on twin flames. It was so, it's so obvious now. And I remember just like, here I was in a marriage. I was very unhappy. I was very unattracted to my husband at the time. I was just miserable. And I'm now enmeshed in this energetic connection of these twin flames that was so epic. And suddenly, not even joking, so they got back together after I started helping her. It was probably within 4 months that I met my person. And it was just like, but when you know it, like there's just something. Like I didn't know for sure. No, I didn't know for sure that I was with my person, but all I knew was all of this craziness, my world upside down.
And that's why so many twin flames are so confused. Like, I don't even know if they're my twin flame. I just met them. It's been like 2 weeks. It's been 6 weeks. It's been a month. And this is the deepest love I've ever felt in my entire life. This is why we say we would rather choose our twin flame for one experience than a lifetime with a soulmate, because it's untouchable. It's uncomparable. There's no other connection that can relate or compare to what this soul shaking connection. It's mind boggling. This connection is mind, it's full mind, body, and spirit immersion of your whole being. And it isn't time stamped. So you can
No,
have this
I mean,
experience a day.
you guys know that like I was married almost 14 years was going to be my anniversary. And within a week, I filed for divorce. It was that earth shattering, soul
Yeah.
shaking. Like, I need this now. I need to be with this person now and for the rest of my life. Like, that's how I felt.
Yeah. It's that deep love beyond words, beyond thoughts, beyond any experience we've ever had before. That's why it's so painful. That's why it's so confusing. And that's why it's so hard to balance, because we try to balance this connection the way we've related to our friends or family or soulmates, past, other souls that we've been with. And it just doesn't compare to this entire journey that we've all been enmeshed in. And any twin flame can feel this energy. Any twin flame can confirm this love. Any twin flame can confirm this unconditional love and wholeness that you experience with this soul. And we could sit here and be like, what is wrong with us? Why are we so drawn to ourselves? Why are we so drawn to this person that will never confirm what we feel? And it's just so crazy, because no matter how much we try to balance it with all the things we've learned and known from what we were conditioned to be, just pushes them away. And Elizabeth actually said something really profound to this, your friend. It was like, you can have him today. You can have him today if you just release mind.
And I mean that. And I mean that for all of you guys listening. You guys can all have your people. I don't care what the past story is. And you'll know when you do a session with us, we'll normally say it doesn't really matter the story. We just want to know the energy of this, or we want to know the energy of this situation, because that's really all that matters. The stories are mine. They are irrelevant. I don't care how good, bad, ugly the story is. It's irrelevant because this connection exists in this now moment, period. Mm-hmm. And the energy of this now moment.
Yeah. Your entire connection can shift in this moment now. In fact, it's the only place it will shift. The only place you can meet your person is in the now. This is why when we have beautiful clients that surrender, release the mind energy that clings to their person, the biggest leak that they've been holding on to for years, their person runs into them the next day. What the hell is that? Their person contacts them that same day. The same clients, I'm not even kidding you guys, who we just talked to, needs to book a session because their person just ran into them, or out of the blue, the person wants to meet them now. Why? It's because you finally release every single thing that you've been clinging onto from the mind that's keeping you and your soul apart. There is no deadline for this connection, because deadline is future, when what you have in your connection is in the now. You know that the connection that you have is infinitely tied in the now, because everything is happening right now. And your union is now. You're already in union, all of you. You can all have your twin flame now. The things that's keeping you apart is mind. Mind's ability to balance your connection through soul, instead of mind's ability to control and push away through mind. There is no deadline in this infinite now that is already in union. You all are in control of your union, because this connection is run through you and your energy. Holy smokes, man, this video got really, really deep. We hope you guys felt the shifts, and we want you to know the way we guide you and teach you is so that you can do it on your own. When we do surrender inquiries, we allow you to surrender in every now moment. When we do soul inquiries, we allow you to align with soul in every now moment. The programs that we have, they guide you and direct you in the way to where you have help in every now moment. In every single now moment, you're able to shift your energy in that union balance energy and not be in mind and push your person away. We share the truths in these videos, in our blogs, in our channel, because we want you all to have the truths and balancing this cray-cray connection that not a lot of people know how to balance or share to balance or even balancing. You can feel this truth and we can call out the energy and share it like without any issues because we've been balancing this connection daily and the energy is easy to spot. The energy is so easy to spot that you can feel into the oneness of your connection. No matter what the circumstance is, me and Elizabeth can call it out. That's mine. This is soul. And this is how you can fast track your ability to be in union with your connection now. The fact that you can tell your friend you could be with your person today if you shift X, Y, and Z. That's literally every person.
What's crazy is I was telling her that way back before I even knew what this journey was. Like I said, it's like I already instinctually knew what needed to be done in this connection. And I knew it was different than anything she'd ever done before. Like, okay, you need to stop playing games. Like, you need to stop playing games with your words and with what you tell him. And you need to be raw and like, you need to be real, vulnerable. You need to put your, almost like your heart on your sleeve, but it was really,
yeah,
it was
you
like,
need to put mine aside and share your true being as soul.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's the same all these years later. Now we are definitely more evolved in how we teach this and understand it because we understand the energy so much better. We can spot it, like you said, which makes it so much easier to call out. But ultimately, it's the same underlying divine truth is your soul is drawn to the energy of love. Mm-hmm. And soul is repelled by the energy of mind. It's really that simplified.
And because we've intuitively aligned with the truth and we're balancing it daily, we can call it out. We can call it out. We give and share the tough love when we see the energy of mind, and we can call out when you're aligning with soul. We can feel that you're close. That's why we say, of course, every single time, because we can hear you saying that you're close to that union energy. It's pretty wild, right, love? Where it's like we're looking at everything 10 feet above. And I'm not even kidding you guys. Me and Elizabeth can do this like with our eyes closed. We answer the same things together or not together. We have the same message. That's how you know it's a divine truth. The answer is the same because the answer is that ultimate,
we're answering it from a place of no preference, expectations, or judgment. We're answering it from the lens of soul. And that's why the answer will always be the same. It's always the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's the ultimate divine truth in every experience because this connection is answered from soul and led and balanced through soul every day. It's a beautiful freaking journey. And we're so proud and honored to be with all of you side by side. I also want to share, we got so many beautiful messages from Balance Twin Flames that are all in unions, thanking us like that very message,
Like, thank you. We have shifted to this place where our person has come back and we get it. But no, what I like hearing more even, I love hearing the manifestations, but what I love hearing is when our clients come back to us and say, you've brought me such peace, and this journey I realize is so beautiful. Like they're finally realizing what we've been saying all along. Like this journey is so freaking beautiful. And when they say that, it's like, I know you've just shifted. I know your shift that you've just experienced, and it's amazing. And I'm so proud to be a part of it.
When they've made this journey about them and their ascension, you know that they're balancing their journey even deeper than just their person. It's like, oh yeah, of course my person wants me and can't be away from me. And on top of that, I feel amazing and I'm a goddess and everybody wants me too on top of my twin flame. Like it's everything that we know you all are. We all know how amazing you are. We all know that you are soul, and we know that your person is you. So through this love and guidance of the divine truth, being in this twin flame journey, We get to guide you into this freedom, love, peace that you all ultimately are. And that's the reason why we made this. Really, we made this channel to help you all become what this activation of being a twin flame truly is. And it's beyond your person, because it's also everything that you desire. Your person is that extra icing on the cake, and you can all have your person when you release mind's need for your person and trust that your person is literally you. That's the divine truth. There's so much truth in this journey, and what clouds it is when we make the journey about our people. We're so thankful and blessed to be able to share these messages with all of you, and to allow so many beautiful twin flames have access to these truths so they can all balance their connection. We love each and every one of you guys. We hope you all have an amazing, amazing day. Bye, love.
Bye, love.